What's good, YouTube? My name is Alan. In this video, I'm going to talk about my top 10 favorite R&B albums of the 90s. This is going to be a part of a series where I'm going to list out my favorite albums from the 90s, the 2000s, 2010s, 2020s, and then eventually make one final top 10 of my all-time favorites. Disclaimer, this is a list of my favorites. I'm not arguing the best or the greatest or most impactful. I'm not trying to convince you on what should be on your list. I'm just giving y'all my favorites. So without further ado, let's get into it.
How can I love somebody else?
Number 10 is Mary J. Blige's My Life. Now, mind you, I was born in '98, so none of these albums I listened to in real time. But I did go back and do my homework, and I listened to a whole lot of music. Not gonna say I listened to everything, but a good chunk. I remember whenever I first pressed play on this album, I was like, man, this album is so introspective, so personal, all under the backdrop of still just great music. Like, Mary's vocals to me on this project are impeccable. The production is impeccable. My favorite tracks are Mary's Joint, Be With You,
I just wanna be with you. Nothing else I'd rather do.
and You Gotta Believe. Here's what I got next. Mint Condition from the Mint Factory. Let me tell you something. Out of all the albums on my list, this is the album that I listened to the most recently. So it was still a few years ago, but definitely the latest out of this group of albums. And what a pleasant surprise. I had heard, of course, the Mint Condition singles, including You Send Me Swinging off this album and So Fine, but the whole album is just banger after banger after banger. Stokely's voice to me is just so unique. If I had to rank these albums based on production alone, this one would easily fall into my top 3. My favorite tracks on this one are Someone to Love,
If you need someone,
Back to Your Love,
to the love, sweet loving you give to me.
and So Fine. Michael Jackson's Dangerous. Just like dang near everybody else in the world around my age, I grew up listening to Mike. And this album right here, this is so interesting to me looking back at his career, because this album was kind of like the first time that Mike truly leaned into the trends of the time. Like, Mike linked up with Teddy into that New Jack Swing sound and still made it feel like Mike. I think it's the most underrated of Mike's Prime 4 albums. So that's Thriller, Off the Wall, Bad, and Dangerous. My favorite tracks on this one are Who Is It?
Gave her money, I gave her time.
In the Closet,
Something about you, baby, that makes me want.
and Remember the Time. Now, this whole list is filled with popular albums, but from my list, if I had to choose a most underappreciated album, it would be Sisqó's Unleash the Dragon. Sisqó really came through and delivered on this project. Sisqó came through with his usual strong vocals, but this felt like a true lightning in the bottom moment. It's unfortunate that he couldn't quite capture that magic for the rest of his releases, but I'll always cherish Unleash the Dragon for sure. My favorite tracks on this one are Is Love Enough, How Can I Love You Tonight, and Incomplete.
That without you, girl, my life is incomplete.
At number 6,
Oh, baby.
we got Usher's My Way. Listen, man, I have a deep appreciation for Usher. Next to Mike, Usher may have been like the artist I grew up trying to mimic the most. This album is when Usher linked up with Jermaine Dupri, and boy, they got it popping. You got classic singles like You Make Me Wanna, Nice and Slow, My Way. The album is also kind of filled with some super popular samples as well, like One Day You'll Be Mine, Slow Jam covers the Midnight Star song, but still, vocally to me, it still felt like Usher was kind of coming into his own a bit, and I still felt that way about 8701 as well, but still I felt like he was pretty good across the album. Obviously, it's in my top 6. My favorite songs from this are Bedtime, shout out Babyface.
I just want you around. I just want it, baby. I just want it.
Slow Jam.
Play another slow jam. This time make it sweet.
And You Make Me Wanna.
Make me.
Cracking into the top 5, we got one of the most successful R&B albums of all time.
Close your eyes, make a wish.
Boyz II Men's 2. Now, in recent years, people have called Boyz II Men corny. It's because their love songs are extremely lovey-dovey and their breakup songs are extremely lovey-dovey. And in this new wave of R&B where love is leaving the sound more and more, I can understand how they're getting perceived that way more and more as well. But I don't agree. I feel like this is great music. All of them are incredible singers. Production is A1. 50 Candles is one of my mom's favorite songs. She used to play it all the time, so I have a personal connection with that record as well. My favorite tracks on this one, All Around the World,
London, Paris, Monte Carlo, Germany, and Rome.
50 Candles, and Water Runs Dry. Shout out Babyface again.
Let's go wait till the water runs dry.
Coming into number 4 is Donnell Jones, Where I Wanna Be. Out of all the albums on my list, this album has my favorite album cuts by far. Have You Seen Her is insane. Finding out that Donnell produced the majority of this too is like bonus points for sure. My favorite tracks from this one are This Love,
All in love, waiting just for you.
Have You Seen Her,
What am I gonna do? Where did she go? Pretty young thing in a GS4.
and He Won't Hurt You.
Hurt you again. It's never gonna.
Top 3. To start it off, it's D'Angelo's Brown Sugar. So this top 3 for me is where the word perfect can start getting thrown around. Like on these albums, I wouldn't change a single thing. I don't have a single issue with any of the production, any of the lyrics, the sequencing, nothing. This album starts off with Brown Sugar, and it's one of the smoothest joints ever. Cuts like Jones in My Bones, Me and Those Dreaming Eyes, Smooth, Cruising, When We Get By, Lady. This album is filled with incredible joints. My favorite tracks are Smooth,
Look at you, and you're so smooth.
When We Get By,
When we get by,
and Me and Those Dreaming Eyes Are Mine.
ooh, baby, you redefine my vision of love and seeing you.
Number 2, this album came out the year I was born, and it is The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Now, I feel like this Lauryn Hill album is going to be on every list that tries to figure out what's the greatest R&B album of all time, or what's the greatest R&B album from the 90s, or what's the best album of all time. You can't have any of those type of lists without including The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, and for good reason. This album is insane, like to the point where Doo-Wop may be my least favorite song on the album. I've heard it too much. But that record is still incredible. Shout out Carlos Santana. To Zion is nuts. Can't Take My Eyes Off of You, the Frankie Valli cover, nuts. Superstar, nuts. Nothing Even Matters with D'Angelo, nuts. Listen, my favorite overall song out of all the albums on this top 10 is X Factor. I low-key hate that Drake sampled Care For Me, because that feels like just one of those absolutely perfect R&B moments. The song wasn't even bad or anything. I just felt like that's just one of those parts that needs to be left alone because it is so immaculate. My favorite tracks on this album are, of course, X Factor,
Care for me, I know you care for me, there for me.
Nothing Even Matters,
'Cause nothing even matters at all.
and To Zion.
Now the joy of my world.
My number one album of the 90s comes from the smooth falsetto king, Maxwell's Urban Hang Suite to me is immaculate from the jump to the end, whether it be the more upbeat records,
All I wanna know is if it's cool.
whether it be the slow records, the breakup song,
Love is the only other comfort.
that whole story that gets told throughout the album of them meeting, them falling in love, them breaking up, them reconnecting.
Girl, it's so real.
It's immaculate storytelling through the album. Perfect album in my opinion. Maxwell's Urban Hang Suite is my favorite R&B album of the 90s. Be sure to like this video, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what were your favorite 90s R&B albums as well, and your favorite 90s R&B singles. Stay tuned for part 2 where I cover 2000s R&B.